So there you go. As we already have the ready from DrDave, and we're just gonna wait for the ready from Baba Torres. There you go.
All right, we're set to go. The level block for this round is levels 4 through 7, where 104 viruses, I want to say, stand between you and victory.
There you go.
A
Yes.
good time for this block would probably lie somewhere in the 5 or 6 minute range, I think. I didn't have a whole lot of time with this level block, so I honestly couldn't tell you. But it looks like we are set to go, and Dave is off to the races.
There we go. Both of them are off to the races.
All right, looks like it's very bunched up on the left side for Valvatorez to start out.
It's one of those boards where, well, three
Nice
columns are
adjustment.
completely empty.
Nice adjustment by Valvatorez, who realized he was flipped. He had a pill flip the wrong way, and he switched it back just in the nick of time.
Very nice there. It's one of those things that you don't realize, and fortunately for him, he was able to just turn it at the right moment.
Yeah. He flipped that one a little too late to tuck it in there to take care of that blue, but right now Valvatorez is working with a pretty good board. I mean, it's very grouped by color. Like all the blues are in one section, and all the reds in another.
But Volator is definitely trying to open up the board there. It's just that one column that's going to take a little bit of time, but one of these red pills definitely is going to make the case for it. And there you go. He's has everything open. On the other side, Dave trying to manage those yellows. Unfortunately, doesn't get the double yellow, but he's going to be out at 114 as Valvatore is out at 111.
Extremely close game. At the end of that level 4 there, it seemed like Dave had a lot more drop time to contend with than Valvatorez did just by virtue of the virus placement. But so far both players off to a good start.
One of those instances where Dave was just having to deal with the same color for the last viruses, while Valvatores had much more uh, variety on the board, so that made it so he was able to get out just slightly earlier. But this isn't a big deal by any means. Any one of these players can still take it.
This double blue is going to be a godsend for Valvatorez, but he does not get the T underneath. Maybe he didn't see it, but
It's
it
one
looks
of those
like he'll take the
situations.
horizontal.
Yeah, one of those situations where you see probably those
There you go.
packed viruses, and it's not easy to see them. But Valvatores goes for it right there.
Valvatorez is going to keep it up high and try to knock out everything that's on the top of his board right now. Meanwhile, Dave has that big spire in column 4, but he's working his way around it, going horizontal on everything on the bottom.
Yeah, you say just that spire because everything else is basically blue and just that yellow that you can go from underneath. Which, yeah, apparently Dr. Murray is sending a lot of yellows his way, which is not what you want. But here comes the blue.
Yeah, I mean, as long as he keeps getting those blue pills, he can work his way through that ceiling of blue that he's got going on, and that's just a great end game for Dave.
And we're just seeing Volatar is going for that horizontal, I think. Yeah, that's that blue. Good awareness there not to tuck it in, otherwise it would have completely destroyed that setup that he had. And he's going to get finally the red to be out at 305.
There are a good number of double opportunities for Valvatorez on this level 6. See if he can use that and take advantage of it. It looks like there was a misdrop on that blue-red earlier. Just an unfortunate color mix-up that honestly happens to the best of us.
Yeah, definitely one of those situations where perhaps you're just watching the next spiel already, and it just turns out it's not flipped the right way. But yeah, the brain is already thinking about something else. So it happens, like you say, to everyone. Dave, in the meantime, trying to deal with those blues, manages to take out that middle column, and that way he opens up that right side.
The nice L clear, Dave has opened up a 9 virus lead on Valvatorez so far. With that double yellow on top of the red, Dave might consider going horizontal on that red to finish out the level.
Yeah, that could be the right way to go. And there you go. He's setting up for that. Perhaps that blue yellow could have gone also on top of the yellow, but just
Yeah,
going to be one yellow left for it. And there you go. Dave is going to be out at 426. Valvatore is 10 viruses behind at the moment. Trying to open up those blue viruses, working from underneath, however. So that's a good idea. When you don't have the pills to open up your board, if you can go underneath some of them, then that's what you should do.
I love this board for theeeDave right now. It's just flat and really easy to work with, very color diverse.
Very
There's
double
just
friendly.
right now he has no access to yellow, but he's still getting plenty of blue and red to work with. Valvatores gets out of level 6 in under 5 minutes.
Well, but there's also with a nice board. It's a bit more spiky than what Dave has, but also very double friendly from what I can see.
Interesting move earlier by theeeDave to set that blue pill fragment and basically hunt for that blue-red that he needs to get through that. And here it comes.
There you go, and there goes the combo. Very nice there. Fortunately now, Dr. Mar's sending a lot of yellow Dave's way, which is not useful as he has no longer any bars of that color.
Yep. theeeDave making a quick last-second adjustment to make sure that pill falls where it's supposed to. He is 5 viruses away and has a 15 virus lead. It's just a matter of time before he gets out of here.
Well,
He's
Lavatar is
he's
setting up for that. Oh, that blue yellow is definitely what he needs in order to trigger that, and I don't think he saw it. But Dave is going to be out at 6:07 in the meantime.
that will do it. And that is round 1 to theeeDave.
Right, I think that Lavatar is just going to run this out, and yeah,
Yeah,
he's building his build very nice
yeah,
there also.
he decided to make his own blue-red because he got tired of waiting for it and he just kind of made a chain clear out of it.
And that's one of those things that I mean, it's an advanced skill in this game to figure out how to create your own pills because yeah, this game is not going to give
Yeah.
you what you need all the time. So you need to have some ability on that.
Good move to
Right.
go for the upper clear because it's tempting to go for that lower clear there because there's more yellow you need than blue. But by clearing the top horizontal, you keep everything below it set up. And that is
Yeah,
a
and
706 from Valvatores.
right. So game number 1 is going to go to DrDave.
That is a hot time, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. We're restarting this year, and I mean, it's one of those looks that yeah, we tried it out at the December um silver bracket, but yeah, this is basically the situation where we're back to really making it a monthly staple.
Yep. All right, so both players are readying up, and soon we will be starting game 2 of this 3-game set.
And we're off with both of our players.
Looking at theeeDave's board, there's that spire that might be a little troublesome in column 5. Kind of forced to burn off a little bit, a few pill fragments. But Valvatore is off to a pretty quick start. Gonna suffer a little drop time there, but so far his board is now divided basically into the left and right side with a random yellow virus in the middle.
Yeah, that random yellow bar is probably, well, it could be taken out from underneath. It's just at the right height to put 3 pills below it, or just go for the doubles. Yeah, that's also another option for sure.
Looks like Valvatore's is going to possibly go down the middle and knock out both viruses at once. Yep, that's what he's gonna do. And Valvatores has a 4 virus lead early in the match. It is early, but it is a lead.
Yeah, definitely. It's any lead is a good lead. So we're seeing Dave now finally bringing his board all the way to the bottom. It's mainly blue at this point, so those are the pills that he's waiting for Dr. Mario to send his way. As Valvatorez is waiting just for this red. And okay, we don't have a timer from Valvatorez, but we're going
Oh,
to
we
go
don't.
for the yeah for the. We'll check the video at the end if necessary. So don't you worry.
All right. Yeah, but so far so good for Valvatore maintaining a really clean board. He's getting red surged right now. And that is the end of the red surge, and this gives him an opportunity to start clearing other colors.
As well, Valvatorez with a lot of blue on well everywhere on the board, so that's going to
Yeah,
slow him
thankfully
down a
though he's
bit.
getting a lot of blue pills to work with, so that'll definitely help him a lot.
Yeah, definitely. That's it's a bad case of a board that's one color, but you're getting those colors, so not too bad.
Meanwhile, DrDave has taken a small lead, but now he needs blues as well. It looks like he's going to set up the L clear on the.
Oh,
The clear is going to force him to set it up again, but that's no problem.
yeah, that sometimes happens. I mean, it's a good idea to have that setup in mind, but sometimes it's going to trigger something below. As Davis out at 240.
Yeah, Valvatores is a little hung up right now at the end of 5, but he does have a few setups that will help him quickly clear out the rest of this level, and this nice little triple combo is going to eliminate all but this couple of blue.
And a double blue would have been very nice at that point, but yeah, Valvatore
Yeah,
just
but
decides that it's better to go for each of them
yeah, if it
single
doesn't
handedly.
come, then just take what it gives you.
Yeah, definitely. And Dave in sea of only red and yellow at this point. Only 3 viruses that are blue, and well, they're pretty much set up at this point.
Salvatore is doing some tuck moves here, horizontaling the blue. Nice move.
Once again,
Dave
with
has a whole lot of yellow to worry about, but he only needs like a few to really knock them all out.
yeah, well, Valvatore is also needing some yellow at this point. Trying to figure out what to do with these pills. Blue yellow
I
is
think
not
he figured
exactly
it out.
matching it. Yeah,
Big
there you
old
go.
T combo.
Yeah, finding a way to set up that T, and that was very nicely done. Now it's a lot of red on Bulbatore's side.
Yep, but
As
that
Dave,
one double red is going to knock out 4 red viruses, so that's excellent efficiency.
yeah, definitely. As Dave was trying to get something yellow, but getting a lot of blues and reds, and finally gets out of level 7.
And Baba Torres just has the spire of garbage in the middle of his board that's a bit difficult to work around. And he really needs red, and there's no way around that right now.
Yeah, it's those last viruses of other colors are very buried in the board at this point, but
I like
manages
that
to
move
open
to
them up.
yeah, I like that move to set up a horizontal clear for that yellow virus on the bottom. He's just gonna he's just gonna need a lot more red.
Okay, and to find a way to get to that red in column 4, that's the pain point at this point.
All right, that's gonna help whittle down his stack a little bit. Dave, meanwhile, is starting to fly away here. He's got 12 viruses to go, and he's done.
I had to doubt there a little bit to try and figure out how to take that blue. It's going to generate a little bit of garbage, but it's no problem.
The Dave can pretty much tackle that high yellow virus at his leisure. It's not really blocking anything off, so he can just worry about everything else on his board right now. He almost put that on top there for a minute. I got a little concerned.
Yeah, that would have been a problem because yeah, it would have taken drop time to go for the virus and for the garbage and then for the virus.
That works just fine using the double yellow to make sure you have no drop time because there's really nothing else to do with that pill anyway.
Yeah,
And
at that
with
point
that,
there was
oh,
oh, oh.
okay, well that's not a huge mistake because he's still got a 15 virus lead. Because like it's brutal to look at, but he's gonna be fine. At a 6:33, the Dave takes game two and the series.
And having gone back to the tape, it was about a 3 second delay between Dave starting and then Balbatore starting. So at this point, yeah, the timer would have run out. So that's going to be game number 2 for Dave.
Valvatorez, pretty solid debut, man. Looking forward to watching you play in the months to come.
Yeah, surely. I mean, as I said earlier, he's going to be uh, probably assessed at some point by Ivar, and we know that Ivar has some top play. So yeah, it's just a matter of a little trick here and there to get Valvatores all the way. So yeah, GG's to both of our players.